A Fort Hood sergeant is now facing more charges after being accused of physical abuse of a child in January. 6 News anchor Adriana Alexander breaks down the new charges and hears from both the alleged victim's family and the sergeant's attorney on where this case stands.
Well, it was back in January when 29-year-old Paul Thames was seen on doorbell camera footage hitting a 3-year-old child. A neighbor who witnessed the assault reported it to police, and Thames turned himself in that same day. Since then, Thames, a sergeant in the U.S. Army assigned to the 1st Cavalry Division at Fort Hood, has been in custody at the McLennan County Jail on a $1 million bond. On March 31st, the U.S. Army filed 2 charges and 6 specifications against Thames. Under the first charge, domestic violence, he faced 3 specifications: a violent offense against a family member under 16, assault by suffocation, and assault by strangulation. Under the second charge, assault, he faced 3 more specifications: battery against a child under 16, aggravated assault by suffocation, and aggravated assault by strangulation. All of the allegations involve a child under the age of 16. Thames' attorney, Cedric Davis, says his client unequivocally denies these allegations, but the grandmother of the 3-year-old, she says, wants Thames to be held accountable to what happened to her grandson.
I don't want this to just be swept under the rug. I know that it can be, so just making sure that I stay diligent in communicating with the powers that be that are going to be responsible for his punishment, so that we can see that through.
These are simply allegations, allegations that have not been tested in a court of law. It's just simply an allegation. And I think as the process continues, we are confident when all the facts come out, the truth will speak for itself.
An Article 32 preliminary hearing was held April 21st. That's a step where an officer reviews the evidence to decide if there's enough to move the case forward. From there, Army prosecutors will decide whether to send the case to a general court-martial. If that happens, a military judge will then send court dates for arraignment and trial. Tonight at 10, we'll hear more from Thames' attorney and the family's reaction to the additional charges.
Adriana, thanks.